Got it.
Okay. Hey guys. Oh, that's a lot of face.
It's not gonna. No, 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 no. What are you doing?
There. You gotta hit it so it like brings it back.
Oh, I thought it was gonna. So we're laying down in the bed only because we just retired. The girls were watching like a cartoon, and I
It's a
didn't feel
rainy day, so it's
it's
like it's a lazy day.
it's a lazy day. But it was like storming, not
Oh,
storming.
it was thunder.
Well, last night it was thunder
No, that was
and
this morning, like
well,
8 in
yeah,
the morning.
yeah. So the dog was kind of like, "What is
Sorry,
that?"
I'm totally being like
That's
somebody
okay.
else.
So what the hell?
you know, um, uh, the live stream guy that like does the walking videos. His
Stop. So I do have to apologize right now because Noelle, I don't know, she's like mad about something.
I'm
She's upset about something. I don't know what it
not. I
is.
really am not.
So she was started to go off all of a sudden. We were just chit chatting about something, and she just started going off. And so this is the reason why we have this topic is because she was like, "What does forgive and forget even mean anyway?" It's just so I said, she's like, "Does it really mean? Hey, how's it going?" She's like, "Does it
Hey,
really?"
Helen.
She's like, "Does it really even mean anything?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah." And she's like, I said, "Do you think it does?" No. I said, "So whenever you say sorry, you don't mean it?" Yeah. And I'm like,
Okay, but saying sorry to somebody is not the same thing as then the person who was wronged doing the whole forgive and forget thing. Here we go.
We're hungry. What can we eat?
the whole thing with the Google Minis. They're a blessing when they work, and then other times,
They won't broadcast when you're like, get downstairs.
right. Um,
So, my whole thing is the whole forgive and forget thing. Is it really a true statement? Because people will say, well, I'll forgive you, but I won't forget it. But if you're not forgetting it, are you truly forgiving them? And because you're going to hold on to that, right? So somebody wrongs you, and then oh, I'm going to forgive you, but I won't forget it. Time goes on, and then the person does something to you again. Well, then you're going to bring up, well, remember when you did this and blah 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 blah. And it's like, okay, that's not forgetting, definitely. But is that forgiving? Because now it's compounding. And okay, and I will say a disclaimer, this has nothing to do with him. This has everything to do with relationships that I was thinking about. And not even romantic relationships, like just people in my life that I have known. Not family, just people. Okay, so let me just give that disclaimer. But it does go for personal
oh
relationships and
yeah, I have
stuff.
to do a disclaimer on Discord. I'm like, what?
No, I prefaced it and
Sometimes she
said,
posts stuff, and people are like, "Where's that coming from?" And I'm like, "That's not me, bruh."
"Welcome to the world of Noe. I'm random."
Yeah, it's just
I
random
think they already
thoughts.
know that. Um, no, but like, is forgive and forget? Is that truly? Can you actually
Well, it
do
started off
that?
because she asked. You were asking if you've ever. Do you hold a grudge? What was it? What was your question to me?
I asked you, do you think if I forgive?
Yeah, and I said I don't think she does.
So then I said, is forgive and forget even a thing? Okay, so a situation was there was somebody that I had a connection with in my life, and no reason at all is this person was rude to me.
I get just in a
And
second.
so because that person was rude to me, then I
I'll get you something in
obviously
a second.
was
Sure.
going to be rude back to them because like one, don't come at me for no reason, okay? And don't expect if you come at me that I'm not going to come back at you. And like everything that they're coming at me with, like, why are you holding your lips like that?
Because it's just funny.
Because I'm animated.
Is that the story's funny?
No, I know. Well, and I'm trying to protect people or whatever. And so,
Hey, Dad.
hey, Stan. And so they came at me, so I obviously came back at them. Then the whole rest of the relationship, and mind you, the relationship was like 5 years long.
Mm.
Uh, it was never a positive encounter between me and that person. And all
At the
because,
very end, it was
but even, well, yeah,
Kind of.
only because, I mean, I, had some compassion, which I am a very compassionate person. I truly am. But like, don't come at me and don't expect me to not come back at you. But anyway, so that wasn't necessarily a forgive and forget situation because I don't need to forgive them, but I certainly didn't forget it. But had they not been at me like that, 5 years would not have been so sour of a relationship. But then another situation came up that like somebody um just was, to put it lightly, okay, hang
Which
on.
one was? Yeah, read the.
Forgive and forget is like water under the bridge. However, although we should try to allow forgiveness to move on, we can't let it keep reminding us. That's how we hold ourselves from moving on. I do believe you can forgive and move on, but I don't think you can 100% forget. You can obviously never forget, but you absolutely can move on. Okay, I don't deny the fact that you can move on, but doesn't that hold weight if something happens with that same person or that same relationship?
Sure, it does.
Aren't you going to then bring that back up and be like, well, you wronged me, and remember when you did this? And like, and it just adds on to it. So is that true forgiveness? You can obviously never forget, but you absolutely can. Oh, sorry. It depends on the person. Are you guys hearing that music? Do they hear it?
I don't know. I changed that music a long time ago. It's my WhatsApp message sound. I changed it to something shorter, but it's just every time it goes off, it's like a minute long almost.
Yeah.
No, I think what I've always understood it as being that if someone did something and you didn't like it and they apologized, the whole forgive and forget is kind of like, okay, I'll forgive you and I will, forget about that situation so that I can move on. However, if they do something again, then it kind of reactivates that. So it's not like a true I forget it. It's kind of like it's there, but I'm choosing to ignore it so I can move on.
So is forgive and forget the same thing as fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on you?
Okay, George Bush. Remember that? That was the funniest
No, I know.
thing. That was the
But I got it
thing.
right. Right?
You got it right.
Okay, yeah. Is that the same thing? Like, are we just all full of empty words?
Well, yeah. In a way.
That's kind of a sucky existence, isn't it?
But no, but I think it's kind of like being a bigger person than the other person.
Because, I mean, okay, so each individual reacts differently, so they can hear the music. I have
They like it, though. Nice.
I have two big examples of friends in the past that have done me wrong. Both have become estranged as a result, but only one came back and apologized after a year. Wow.
That sucks.
So yeah, so another relationship that I have, then I forgave her, but I told her I won't forget, and she agreed. The one I'm still estranged from, I still forgive her, but if we became friends, I can't forget. So
that makes sense.
yeah. The other person was just a B to me in a situation.
Oh, I thought that was the first situation we were talking about.
No.
Oh.
I'm talking about no.
Oh, now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The other one was
I know.
Yeah, okay. So in a moment in my life when I really needed understanding and compassion, it was not given to me. Quite the opposite. Very callous, very just cold, like just no empathy, no sympathy, no nothing. Just downright mean. So it's a situation that I don't think that I necessarily need to forgive. I can move on with a relationship because I can, and the person's attitude has changed in certain aspects, but at the same time, like,
But it's fake, though.
it's and it's only temporary. It only changes temporary and then reverts right back. Because some people just are not capable of actually making changes and sticking with it.
Right.
But it's like one of those things that like, okay, whatever, but I will never forget it. And I actually don't forgive either. I don't forgive in that situation, and I definitely don't forget it. So, regardless of how their behavior changes or how they interact with me now, I haven't forgiven and I'm not forgetting. And so,
Well, the one person is completely out of,
well, the one person's gone. They're out of my life now, and I like cool. Like they weren't a significant person in my life is what I'm trying to say. So,
I had a interaction with this person too. But to me, like I just separate things. Like it depends. Like it was kind of like the reason why I did the video last night. I did a live stream last night talking about everything that's going on, and there were people. Was it last night or the night before? I don't know. But they were saying that. Sorry if my
mhm.
phone's making all these dings and stuff, but typically my phone says nothing, and then it just bing, bing, bing. But anyway, so these individuals, and I respect them. I respect their opinion, but they were like, yeah, it was the night before. Thanks, Eastad. But they were saying like, you just take the higher ground, and maybe you should ask them. Maybe you should ask them like, why are they? And I'm like, real? That's too much.
Yeah,
Like that's too much work. It'd be different if it was somebody that like I
is a
knew.
significant person in your life.
Right, but it's like, why go through that? I just need to cut them out. So the first person she's talking about, that's just the way that I saw it. Like they were kind of rude, but then I kind of put them in their. I put them in their place. It just was firm, and so everything was cool. And then at the end, they started to not like me too much because I wasn't flexible, but still they communicated because I'm like, like I
Well,
treat
I
you the
feel
way
like
you
I
treat me.
finally broke them down
Yeah.
and got them to the point where they would communicate, and then I could be empathic or empathetic towards them.
They would communicate with me constantly, but they just would not at all communicate with her.
Nope.
And then the other person she's talking about, I have absolutely no experience with. So
Yeah. But yeah, and I think it depends because if it's a significant relationship in my life, um then yes, I feel like the forgive and forget moves on. I mean, luckily you've never done anything to me that has been like a true like forgive and forget situation. Um
except when I pass gas.
yeah,
Just if I tell you what, if I had some Guinness right now and some baked beans, that's all I need.
it's the worst.
Guinness and baked
Okay, you
beans.
would do that and then I eat a whole jar of kimchi and we'll battle it out in the bed.
She gets so mad at me, man. Oh, or when I do stuff
Oh
when she's
no,
sleeping, she gets
this
so
is what,
pissed.
oh my god. Because what do? Why don't you tell them what you do?
Well, it started with you.
No. No,
I
when
never
you
knew about a boot.
fart. When you fart.
Well, that's just
Okay,
that's
okay,
what people
no.
do.
He'll fart and he'll be all nice and cozy and wrapped up in the covers. And then he has to open up the covers and he like fans them back and forth
I don't fan
and
it.
then turns and moves his butt to me.
That's not. Listen, the reason why is
I'm
because
not
if you
forgiving
don't, it's
giving
gonna
shit. I hate
ferment.
everyone. Kidding.
It's gonna
Okay, then it
ferment,
can
and then
ferment
it's
and
it's bad.
oh
It's even
geez.
worse.
This conversation is gone.
It's gone haywire. It's gone haywire.
Anyway, but yeah, I mean,
I think forgive and forget is real. I don't think that it's just. I think that sometimes it is BS because I think that people will say that just to kind of seem like they're taking a higher road, but really
but
and
I
truly they
still,
hold on
what
to
I
it.
still don't, the
Fart
Fart Chronicles, I still don't quite fully comprehend if you truly have forgiven somebody, then that shouldn't impact future situations, right?
My hand hurting, bro.
Oh, I told you I'd hold it. There we go.
Okay.
That's better. And my face isn't as big.
Oh, my hand was hurting.
It was like, I see a full moon rising.
Honey.
What? No? No CCR? Do you know who CCR is?
Yeah.
Who?
Creedence Cool.
No, Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Okay, whatever.
Cool Water's a cologne. You tried. That was cute.
I got the first part right.
That was
I mean,
cute.
I don't listen to all that stuff. She knows like every band. Like every band, every genre, everything. Like that's just not me. I don't do
I
that.
don't like that.
What are you doing? Are you bouncing around? They're like dizzy at this point. At least I kept it there. They're all
Oh man.
seasick.
Seasick.
No, but I think that there are people who I had to do that with, and even recently, like last year. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I had to do that, and it was something because I'm one of those people. Like if you burn me, depending upon the burn, I have nothing to do with you, and that even goes for family members. And so I had to swallow my pride and do it. I had to just kind of forgive and forget. And so, thank you, baby. So yeah, I mean, have I truly like forgot it? No, I'm not. But I kind of have, decided to overlook the BS and just kind of said, you know what? Yeah, it's hurtful. That it hurts. It hurts.
Hurts a donut.
Yeah, you only had it for like a couple of seconds.
Forgiving is allowing a continuation of the relationship, but it doesn't necessarily clear you unless we're talking Jesus's forgiveness, but that's different. You can change actions and interaction. I'm going to jump on the parkway, just getting off work. Much love, guys. Bye, Eastad.
Bye, Eastad. Drive careful.
Yes, be safe out there.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, biblical sense of forgiveness is very different than human sense of forgiveness.
But is it though?
I don't know. I feel like
I
humans. I don't know.
You too.
You too. I don't know that humans are capable of full, like, that biblical sense of forgiveness.
I don't know. There's some people that can. I mean, but I'm talking extraordinary people that can do that.
Yeah, because I can't.
I mean, yeah, I can't.
Do I hold grudges? You betcha.
She does. I don't think you forget either.
No, I don't forget. Hold on to it like a freaking elephant. It should be the same, but that's our flaw as humans, part of our sin. Touché. Yes, very true. Yeah.
So yeah, no, I don't. And and with this particular person, it's kind of like this. It's a weird situation because with this person back in the day we could joke about anything with each other and make fun of each other and everything. Now it's like we still do that, but it's kind of forced.
It's a
weird relationship now
tentative.
because it's like, what are you going to say that's going to make me upset that would normally make me upset? You know what I mean? Like it's a delicate balance. And of course, again, I've only been talking to this person again for like a year now, after I've talked to them for like a long time. But it's one of those things where it's a day by day type of thing. I'm able to move on in terms of certain circumstances.
Day by day.
And they didn't do anything enough for me to be like, It was just enough for me to be like, I need to distance myself from you. So I can be either way, but if you go way over the line, then I'm done. I can cut people off quick without a problem. So I haven't forgotten.
I think I've gotten better at cutting people off.
You don't really do a good job of keeping friendships, though.
Okay, but just because I don't keep a friendship doesn't mean I've cut you off. It doesn't. I'm just not good at relationships. Kinda. No, cutting somebody out is like I don't want to interact with you. But just dropping off just means sorry, I still care about you, but
if they never hear from you again?
But it's not like I don't hear from people and they don't hear back from me. If people reach out, I give back.
Yeah.
I
hate when people do that.
I just may not reach out. on my own. Sometimes I do. I don't know. I'm just not good at relationships. Even the extraordinary people probably don't forget. Maybe view forgiven as a take back. You can take things back, but doesn't erase the memory of it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not good at long distance. Noah, you're my sister from another mother. You can't cut me off ever. And I haven't. But see, again, like, that's a good example.
Well, there's plenty of examples I can name
Okay, I know, but I
that
just am
of
not
where you've done a
good.
great job.
Well, yeah.
I think for you, they have to put in equal work. You see what I'm saying? Like if
Right.
they
Well,
put
and
in
there's
equal
got to
work,
be a
then you
mutual understanding that,
right.
like, it doesn't matter. Well, and, like, think about when I went back to New Mexico. And, like, it'd been 6 years since I'd seen my friends, but it was like, it felt like I'd never left.
Right.
But, like, there's maybe months will go by, and neither one of us will utter a word to each other. But that doesn't negate the fact that we're still friends and we're still, like, connected. So, but yeah, I mean, it was like when I met up with my friends there, it was like time had not passed. I mean, time had passed, but, like, it wasn't awkward of like, oh, hey, we're seeing each other after so long. Like, no, it was.
Right.
I mean, I would say most relationships with friends are not awkward.
Yeah.
I can't say the same for other relationships. No, he just doesn't have time for the bullshit. I've had to learn that the hard ways as a former and reformed people pleaser.
She
Girl,
was a people
I
pleaser.
was a people pleaser. I was until my very late 20s.
Until she met the king.
Very late 20s, early 30s.
Until she met me, because I'm not one of those that sells for the BS. Too old for that. I used to.
Yeah.
I think everyone did. I used to. Man, you just popped me with your hair. I felt
Sorry.
it. What,
Isn't
you
it
know,
like...
like whenever it's raining and it just like.
Are you a little cold? You want some?
So this is what I have to deal with. This is what I have to deal with right here.
You look very emo. I don't know what it's getting.
I don't know, but it's getting in my eye. I'm not used to that.
You know, I think, okay, so for those of you that watch, I think my 30s is when it made a huge impact, because by that point I've already lived through enough-ish, right? I've already put up with so much stuff, relationships, friendships.
Sorry, folks, I just covered the whole screen.
And so by the time I got to my 30s, and at that point I had a well-established, solid relationship. I had kids, so I was a mama bear. So it was just a lot of different things. But yeah, I don't have time for BS. You either want to be a part of what I'm doing or you don't. And I don't care. Is kind of how it is now. And I love it. I would never go back. Like, I just can't.
Sweets is upset.
I've done that to George with the hair before.
Yeah.
It's the best. I did it to the girls when they were little too.
Silly.
So, all right, we've got my job whipped me up and made me a little tougher around the edges. Yeah, absolutely. Wow. And that's not a bad thing. Like, life, you know, like, I don't know. That's not a good analogy, because she said roughed her up around the edge. I like to say polished up, because, right, like, you're a little pebble, like, or we're all little pebbles that can get, like, just easily kicked around. But then, you know, like, over time, that roughness gets worn off, right? And then we're able to shine through like the beautiful little gem that we are. You like that? I liked it. I'm a gem, baby. Shine bright like a diamond.
All right, guys. So
okay.
Anyhow.
Crazy. You're a diamond in a lump of coal. But there's a lot of force and a lot of pressure that has to be put on that lump of coal to get that diamond. So don't forget that either. little nuggets by Noe. You like that? Should I do videos on that? No? No takers?
Anyhow, folks. We haven't had dinner yet, so I told her, I said, "Hey, let's do a live," because she wants. We're supposed to do live streams every Friday. This is kind of
Saturday.
what we. I'm sorry, Saturdays. My days are all confused. So we do live streams every Saturday, and I told her, I said, "Yeah, but this time it can't be no 3 hours, because 3 hours." But anyhow, she was gonna go get buzz balls and everything. I'm like, no, not right now.
That's what people want.
But anyhow, Zozo came in here with a long face,
She's got
so
a
she's
long
upset.
face and turned down corners.
So we're gonna get off of here. Yeah, she does. She does a good impression. She gets it from.
She gets it honest.
Sure. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you join our Discord, which will be down in the description box. It actually has grown quite a bit. We got a new person today.
Oh, nice.
On our Discord. They are moving from Denver to Tacoma.
Oh.
And so they were one of the people that were actually doing the little dinging earlier.
Oh, cool.
But they like
and
our
work
videos.
out with me, guys.
Yeah. Make sure you work out with Noe. She does her little thing and all that. So be sure to catch those. Those are going to be set up as a premiere. Premieres basically are just a countdown as to when a show happens. Those will be at 3:00 every day. So
3 p.m. Pacific
Standard Time. Yeah. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Join our Discord. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And until next time.
Bye, guys.
I don't know.
Why are you rubbing your brow?
Well, no, I was like, I can't tell. Until next time, I will see you.
Bye, guys.
Take care. I gotta cover it up with my hand.